Now, if that happens, a Head Start provider here in San Diego says that this would have a major impact. Implementing it could be really expensive and affect the way that they provide early childhood education for low-income children.
Head Start has never, since 1965, have we ever required this type of documentation to access services. So you're talking about a major change, not only for programs here in San Diego, but across the country.
Yes, he is correct. It will affect the way that Head Start is done because illegal immigrants won't be allowed to be in it. It won't affect American citizens. It will affect illegals. And no one cares about illegals because they shouldn't be in the country anyway, and they shouldn't get any kind of resources. They should be pushed out of the country the best way that Americans know how. But it's a lot to unpack. But before we get into it, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel.
The Trump administration wants to make sure those services are not available to people who are not citizens. A federal judge has just blocked that effort for now. NBC7's Shelby Bremer explains.
Back in February, President Trump issued this executive order, basically directing federal agencies to require any federally funded programs to check if the people who benefit are American citizens or not, or risk losing that funding. Undocumented people are generally not eligible for a lot of federal programs, but for things like food banks or domestic violence shelters, that verification has generally not been required.
And that was a policy decision that was made 30 years ago that we wouldn't ask people to show their papers or show their ID because these are emergency services that are needed.
That's California Attorney General Rob Bonta, who sued the feds over this rule change alongside 20 other states. They argue that this kind of check would impact a lot more than those who are undocumented. A housing and homeless service provider here in San Diego agrees it would have a chilling effect.
It just puts a pit in my stomach to think that we would have to tell someone, like, no, you have to stay homeless while we, like, do some, like, paperwork.
Once again, that won't be the situation for American citizens because they can prove that they're American citizens. It will only affect illegals, and it should affect illegals.
A judge has now issued a temporary injunction stopping the Trump administration from implementing this as that lawsuit continues. A White House spokesperson tells me in a statement, illegal aliens should not have access to federal benefits funded by American taxpayers for American citizens. This is common sense, and we expect to be vindicated by a higher court. Now, if that happens, a Head Start provider here in San Diego says that this would have a major impact. Implementing it could be really expensive and affect the way that they provide early childhood education for low-income children.
Head Start has never, since 1965, have we ever required this type of documentation to access services. So you're talking about a major change, not only for programs here in San Diego, but across the country.
California has filed or joined multiple lawsuits against the Trump administration since January, and Attorney General Bonta tells me this is the 20th injunction they've won.
They did not win 20 injunctions. They just found 20 left-wing judges to give them injunctions, but they actually lost all those injunctions. I hate when they try to lie on the news.
So, much more on all these legal battles to come. For now, I'm Shelby Bremer, NBC7.
The lawsuit says it would cost an estimated $100 million for states to implement verification.
And it would cost more than $100 million to give them federal aid. They're getting tons of food stamps, Head Start, Section 8. They're getting way more than $100 million. We're saving money by doing this. And we also are forcing them out of the country. But if you like today's video, please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a good day.